Hello and welcome, everybody. My name's Simone.
I'm Nafis.
And I'm Macy.
And welcome back to I Was Thinking. We're still here,
Yay!
guys. So sorry we've been MIA. Yeah, life kind of got in the way.
A lot has happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, the reason usually for me we take these breaks is because Nafis practices Ramadan, and I try to respect that as far as hers for not recording with her. I thought me and Macy were going to do some recording, and then stuff happened. So,
As it naturally does.
Yeah. But other than that, we're here with an episode. We're back, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So how's it going?
It's going good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anything exciting happening to anyone? A lot's been happening to me, but I'll go last if anyone else has anything they want to share that's been happening in these 2 months.
My kids are finally graduating. Today was their last day in high school, so it was like bittersweet.
It is May's with all the graduations, high school, college, all that. So
my sister's also graduating too, so it's just like graduations like everywhere.
True.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to them. Glad they finally made it. And now they're going to have to deal with the real world. So hopefully they're prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I really miss high school. I hated it at the time, but like not really high school itself, more so the lack of responsibility.
I was going to say the lack of responsibilities. Yeah, I miss that too.
When I see them, like I kind of miss like the innocence that comes with it too. Cause like you feel like you can take on the world and then life slaps you in the face so hard. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, wait.
Just being able to take a summer vacation, too. Like, I wish I could take a summer vacation from my job.
Yeah. Me too. Oh, God, adulting's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Macy, how's it going with you?
Good. I've just been working a lot, and then I have entered into a new relationship, so that's been taking up a lot of my time.
Yes, it has.
Yay! So,
as me and you joke when we saw each other, how the last time we talked about relationships, the first thing you said was "fuck your feelings, fuck love," and then look what happened.
Right.
I guess I was, find the right person, all that love bullshit.
I'm so happy for you, though.
Yeah, so I've just been working a lot, and then like obviously my days off have been spent with them, so I'm like just, in a little bit of La La Land, but it's really nice, and I've been really happy, which is really good.
La La Land is very nice.
Yeah, I did, however, get my first pretty bad dog bite about a week ago.
Ooh, at work?
Yeah, so I had to, it wasn't that bad, but I was actually one of our associates' dogs. She had just adopted it, and she was bringing it in for a bath, and it took a treat from me, and everything was fine. But then when I went to go put our leash over its head, it reached out and bit me and punctured me in a couple spots on my fingers. So I was bleeding, and because it's happened at work, I had to go to the ER and have somebody look at it, and the dog had to be quarantined for multiple days. It was just a bit of a mess.
I was going to ask you how your workplace handles things like that. Did you have to put in workers' comp or no?
Yeah, because I had to be on the oral antibiotic for a couple of days, and a topical. I had to put it on the bite for a couple of days. So they file everything with workers' comp. So I got reimbursed for that, medication. And then
that's good.
Any dog bite that you have to the workers' comp people wanted me to go see a doctor, because I also got a tetanus shot because I hadn't had one in a long time, and so they wanted me to go to the ER to make sure everything was all right and get antibiotics and the tetanus shot. And then because I went to the ER has to document all dog bites, no matter how severe they are. So they call animal control, and then they had to do a quarantine, which I believe she's back with her pet parent now. So everything worked itself out. But
does the dog have all its vaccines and stuff? You still have to do this even if the dog's all vaccine, has all its shots and everything?
Yes. I think it's just a precaution. I don't really know what's covered under tetanus shots. I always thought it was if you cut yourself on a piece of metal or something. But
yeah, I thought so too.
But I guess dog bites, it's just there's a lot of bacteria involved, so it just prevents infection. Not so much that she had like rabies or anything like that, but because she was all up to date on her shots. But just
that's good though.
Just
Yeah.
precaution. Yeah. Like it wasn't a stranger's dog. Like it was literally one of my manager's dogs. So that was interesting. I had to. I spent like my whole day at the stupid ER because nothing's fast. I filled out so much paperwork, and then I had to wear like I had to keep my fingers like straight because it was like right on my hinge where I like bend my fingers. So every time I would bend my fingers, it would like open and bleed. So I had to like wrap my fingers so that they would stay straight. But now it's closed and I'm fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
ERs are always a fun visit because you never know if you're going to come out in like an hour or like 12 hours.
Yeah. Well, the problem was like they sent me to an urgent care first. And the urgent care was like, we can't deal with this just in case it like went too far in and like chipped your bone. We don't have an x-ray person here right now. And I'm like, first of all, I don't think it's that bad. And my mom was like, the urgent care just didn't want to fill out the workers' comp paperwork because I guess it's kind of a bigger deal. So they sent me to the ER and they're like, you're fine. We're not going to take an x-ray of you. Just like, we're going to clean it and send you home. So
I'm just happy I've never had to go to an ER before.
Urgent cares are such a scam. Because at the end of the day, they always send you to the ER. So, like, what is the point of you?
Right.
Money mongers.
Well, it's more of like a less serious injuries, which is what my injury was. It was a surface wound. It wasn't like, I don't know. So
they're just good for a drug test.
So I always thought that urgent care was like, oh, I have a cold, but I don't have a primary doctor, but it's bad enough to where I need like antibiotics or something. But like, if you got like, had a heart attack or got shot or something, you would go to the hospital.
Yeah,
like,
for that, you can't just go to an urgent care. I know they're cheaper than a hospital, but...
Exactly. Like, the urgent care is for more minor things. Like, you sprained your ankle or you have a really bad cold or an ear infection.
Yeah, but, even if you sprained your ankle and you go there and you see them, they're like, just, visit the ER or whatever. Is always their last line of, like, information.
Yeah, he hardly even looked at my finger, too. And they didn't clean it. So I had, like, I was holding my hand for, like...
They didn't clean it?
No, like, not the urgent care. So I poured peroxide on it myself.
See, I told you, useless. What is the point of you? You couldn't clean a wound?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they're just useless.
Like, I doctored myself a little bit it's happened at like 7 a.m.
Did you just hear what she said? She doctored herself.
I heard her. Yeah. I mean, that's the good old American way here. We're talking about our healthcare system. It's not great, guys. If you don't live here, it's not great.
Yeah, but I like poured peroxide over it myself and had like a Band-Aid on it. But I sat with my hand, like not cleaned by a professional, bleeding from like 7 till noon.
Yeah.
So, because by the time I got to an ER and they made me fill out all my paperwork before they cleaned and bandaged my wound. Like, I'm like, can we do this maybe after when I'm not bleeding on everything?
No, because if you're not dying, I mean, even then, you know what? Let me shut up. So, I'm glad you're okay, Macy.
Yeah.
I'm fine. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It was more painful having to go through the healthcare system than the actual bite itself.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, oh God, I can't with this country. I can't. Every time I hear something about this country or the stupid state that we live in, I just go crazy. I just can't. My mind doesn't want to fathom it of what's happening. It's just a lot, okay? It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Other than that, otherwise it's been really fun. I'm doing quite well. So
that's good.
That's good. So, yes.
At least there was a happy ending after that story.
I mean, she didn't lose a finger. That should be a happy ending.
Right? Could be worse.
Her fingers are fine. She got no type of infection. I call that a great ending.
Right.
And she's still able to work. So, is it my turn? I guess it's my turn. Mine's going to be a while. Okay, so we gonna start all the way from the back because the last episode that was dropped was the Glory 2. But the last thing that like I did was around the time we recorded the Epic High episode. So Of course, that night when it dropped, I went to go see them. It was great. I had fun. I went by myself. I was in the balcony seat because wasn't about to do any type of standing GA floor. Fun time. Great show. I enjoyed it. And then me and Macy met up in Atlanta and we saw Stray Kids. We had planned to do an episode, but Macy didn't think she had enough to say about it, so we'll just mention it here. So that's fine, though. But it was great seeing her. Haven't seen her.
I had a really fun time, but I didn't feel like I could talk about it like we talked about like our BTS experience.
That's fine.
We didn't do a ton in Atlanta, and I didn't like I had fun, and it wasn't like I don't know. I just didn't feel like we just had fun, and that's about it.
We weren't there for too long, so I mean, it's understandable. This is the first vacation I've taken probably ever where like because we didn't plan anything, I felt more relaxed, if that made sense. Especially since I'm getting older, I was able to take a nap. Like the day of the concert, we went to the aquarium and then we went back to the hotel room and I took a nap and I felt great. I wasn't expecting the show to be so long either. I guess every K-pop show is about 3+ hours, so...
My feet were so sore.
Yes.
I'm an old lady. I should not have worn those shoes.
It's fine. You dressed up and...
Yeah, my outfit was very cute in my opinion.
It was cute. I thought it was adorable. I surprisingly didn't post any pictures, but I just have not been on Instagram like that in a while. I think the last thing I posted was last year when we went to go see Eric Nam. That's the last thing I posted.
I didn't post anything on my personal one either because... I don't post a lot. I mainly post about my animals.
Yeah.
So.
Again, the complaint I had when me and Brianna talked about BTS in LA, I was surprised they didn't have enough light sticks at the show.
I'm so upset about that. That was like
I know you really wanted. Yeah. Because we were in the merch line and then someone came around and told us they sold out, which I don't know if it's like, I hate to compare them to BTS, but guys, I'm sorry. BTS, as far as K-pop's the only like show I've been to, so that's the only thing I can reference on because Eric Nam and Epic High don't have light sticks. But I don't know if like with BTS, like the day before or like earlier the day, they'll have like just merchandise open where people can buy even if they don't see the show. I don't think it's like that though because it was in an arena, so I don't know if they had any other like merch stations and that's why they sold out or they just didn't bring enough. But I just thought that was interesting, and personally I could tell because there were some lights, but then like it wasn't like the whole arena. And I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm used to seeing like when I go to BTS concerts, like pretty much 90% of the audience has light sticks, so the whole place is lit up. I felt like Stray Kids deserved that. Maybe they wanted to see the audience face too, but there's plenty of times they brought up the house lights. So I don't know. I felt like it would have been cool to have all those lights there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that if they had had enough light sticks, people would have bought them. Like, I don't think that they had enough.
Yeah, just a supply.
And I guess, like, my bad for not buying it ahead of time, but I didn't think I needed to because I got my Army Bomb when we went to the concert. So it didn't occur to me that they could sell out of those. So I was bummed about it because just financially, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to another K-pop concert anytime soon. So I was like, that was kind of like my big hurrah before I kind of need to like save some money.
Yeah, so. I get that. And then I brought up Permission to Dance LA with me and Brianna because the same thing happened where they ran out of light sticks, but it doesn't seem like they're running out of light sticks with Yoongi's solo tour. That seems to be going well. And I'm so sad we were able to go. I got waitlisted and I just, I have been seeing clips, but I've not really been trying to watch it because I'm not going to lie, I've been getting a little bitter and I've just been like, that should be me. All the songs I asked him to perform, he's performing. So just a little sad. Happy for him. Great he's doing this on its own because it's his first solo tour and without the members, so I know it's stressful, but he looks like he's having a great time as well as everyone else that has been seeing him. So I'm happy for him, but then again, I'm still bitter.
Yeah.
Wish we could have gone. Yeah. Just the one show, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, besides that, what else? So the day that we are recording is May 12th. So on Sunday, the 14th, is my birthday. So I will be 26. Happy birthday! By the time this episode comes out, I will be 26 already. I don't feel any different, but like it's hitting me that I'm actually entering the adult world. So I do feel a little different. It's scary. Next year, I'm going to have to get my own health insurance. I'm not ready.
Yeah. I'm a couple months older than you, and I had to do that. And seeing it come out of my paycheck is sad.
Yes. I'm lucky with the insurance my dad has. I'm good until the end of this year. So at the beginning of next year, I definitely have to be on my own. But this year, I'm still covered, which is great. Also, if you live in the United States, also on Sunday, because sometimes since my birthday is in May, it will be Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day if we have any mothers listening to us, or if you have a good relationship with your mother or a mother-like figure. Us at I Was Thinking would like to wish you all a happy Mother's Day. So yeah. Also, since we haven't talked in a while, guys, I don't know. Well, you can't really see because the camera is focused on me, but I haven't told y'all yet. So I'm telling y'all this on recording. I am moving.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm still living with my dad. I've said this so many times. I'm not in a place right now to live on my own financially. But the only reason we are moving is because the renters decided they want to raise the rent by $100 and we can't afford that. So we're like, yeah, we have to go. And that all happened in the span of 3 weeks. And luckily we were able to find a place quick enough. It's going to be an apartment. I've actually never lived in apartments before, so this will be interesting. But yeah, it's nice. It's one of those like luxury apartments, quote unquote. So it's a little bit bigger. I'll finally have a bathroom that connects to my room, so that's exciting for me.
How much is the rent this time?
So it's a little bit lower. It's about 21.35. But you know, like we get you
2 bedrooms?
Yes. Nafis, right now we're paying $2,200. That's just in rent. And then my dad had to let me know because I struggle paying with rent that the utilities and the water that we pay where we live now is about $2,500, and if they want to raise it, it'd be $2,600.
$2,600,
yes. Yeah. So no, I take the $2,135, and including because I think we have to pay for like water. It might raise it back to what we're paying now in rent, but we get other amenities like
water is a lot less in apartment situations.
Exactly.
It's not as bad as living in like a house or like a separate dwelling. So I think they like kind of prorate it for the whole complex. So I mean they gauge how much you use, but yeah, it's not usually as bad.
At my apartment complex, they charge more for like sewage and things like that than they do for like the actual water. But it's still like all included in your water bill.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll figure it out when we actually move there, but
like utilities.
Your electricity might actually be a lot lower too, because it's a smaller space.
Yeah, and at the place we're moving to, there's like a connection package that comes with it. So like the Wi-Fi and the cable and all that. So that adds to the rent. I miss her. I love her, but kind of happy with this move. We don't have Bella anymore, so we don't have to pay like a pet rent or pet deposit. So
I can't even really live in an apartment anymore because like
of your dog.
I have 3 animals, and a lot of times 2 is the cutoff because my dog, she's a big quote unquote dog, but she only weighs 37 pounds. So she does fall under, a lot of apartments have like a 50-pound rule. So she does fall under that, but just it's the 3 pet limit. Most places are 2. So,
but it's nice because, you know, there's going to be a pool there. There's going to be a little gym facility. It's really nice. So I can, you know, I've been working out again, like consistently. So I can use that. I mean, I'm excited. Plus, also in this place, I'm excited to move because I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but there's like a huge bug problem, at least in my room. I have these ants coming in through this window, which we found out are carpenter ants, and they just keep coming. And the realtors really don't seem like they want to do anything about it. So good luck to the next people that rent this place out. But I'm ready.
That's fun.
And then also another change that just happened last week. I technically have a new job now because, as you guys know, I hated my job. So it's still with the same company, but it's doing something else. And I guess I'll be more like kind of with medical. It's funny we were talking about urgent cares because I think I'll be like kind of working with urgent cares, but I'll still be answering the phones, but it won't be like a call center that I'm doing. I mean, still part-time, but like it's during the week. I get my weekends back and I get holidays.
Good.
And then also yesterday, even though I already accepted that job, I did get a notification of setting up a phone interview for another job I actually applied for back in April that I actually wanted because it's in my range of what I went to Rosen for my degree in like entertainment management. So it's like a event and meetings administrator. So who knows? If the phone interview goes well, I might actually have that job. That job will be, I think, more office based and maybe quote unquote corporate. So we'll see. But yeah, either way, I have a new job. It just depends if I'm staying with the same company I'm with now or a completely new company doing something I'm actually interested in doing. We'll see. But yeah, that's all that's been happening to me. It's been a lot. And it's only been, all of this literally happened because our renewal was the 15th and they tried to sneak that $100 onto us around April 15th. So yeah, about a month. All this has been happening in a month. It's been a lot. I'm not used to change like this.
You said your new job is a full-time?
No, it's still part-time.
But you still get like holidays and all that.
Yeah, because at the call center, I have to work holidays. I have to work weekends. So with this new position, I won't have to work weekends. It's only during the week, and then I get holidays back.
So you're going to leave the other job then?
I'm leaving the call center, yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's still, my new job is still with the same company. But I was saying I might have an opportunity to leave that company altogether for a different position and what I went to school for. So we'll see. And if I don't get that, I still have a new job.
That's good. That's exciting.
A lot of change has been happening. I'm a Taurus. Taurus don't like change, especially rapid change like this. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Even though this was like change that you wanted.
I wanted, but usually change like this don't happen to me this quickly. It's weird. I guess I'm in a weird new stage of my life. I'm ready for it, but it's still terrifying at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's been happening with us, guys. So that's one of the reasons why we also have not recorded in a while. Yeah. But we promise we'll be back. We'll have to adjust for my new schedule, and I'm sure Macy and Nafisa's as well. So, all that's happening. Anyone's been caught up with any type of pop culture?
Pop culture.
I don't know if I mentioned that J-Hope is gone. Have we talked since J-Hope enlisted?
I don't think so.
I've talked, but I knew that had happened.
Okay, yes. Our sunshine is gone, along with the moon. I don't know who's next. Please, guys, text me when Namjoon gets announced that he's enlisting. I promise you, I'm gonna be, oh my god. I don't even want to think about it right now. I might actually cry when he enlists. I'm not joking.
Oh, really?
That's my man. You don't understand the fees.
But I mean, he'll be back, though.
I know he will, okay? That's not the point. Just check on me with a news drop. Let me accept it. And then I'll be like, okay, go to the military, do what you gotta do, get buff, and then come back. He's already getting buff, but I know he'll get more. Have y'all seen Jin lately?
No.
I will send you some pictures. He's looking good, okay? I know the military is rough, but he's looking good.
Right. How long has he been gone at this?
Oh God, when did he leave?
Hasn't it only been like a few months?
He left last year in like, I want to say October.
December?
No, was it December?
I think it was December.
Might have been December.
Yeah, I think it was December.
I mean, we're already in May.
Well, it's already been like 5 months.
Yeah, but 5, almost 6 months. So
time goes by so quick.
It is.
Yeah.
They're going to be in and out before we know it. And so, Macy, save up your money for that. Save up your money for the 2025 tour, especially because a lot of people are upset because it's been brought to our...
Is that confirmed, though?
What?
The 25 tour?
Well, I don't know about tour. We'll say 2025, 2026. We just know that they're anticipated to come back as a group, and they all keep saying they want to come back as a group. So what's happening? Whenever new music in a tour happens, we don't know, but I'll be ready. Save up for that, Macy, because we will be there.
Sounds good.
Yes. If you have to not go to any other K-pop concert, at least save for that. If the world doesn't end.
That's going to be such an interesting You guys are going to have to be like cutthroat with getting your tickets though, because normally it's already so like crazy.
And it's gotten worse. And fans were really upset with Suga's concert because it was just found out through a press conference of Hiii that they actually introduced dynamic pricing. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Macy, you actually bought dynamic pricing tickets for Stray Kids. It's basically when they take seats that are high in demand, and some could be like at face value, so like maybe $100, and the seat right next to it can go up to about like $300 or $400 because it's in demand. So it's just overpricing tickets. And I used to actually praise them for not doing that, but apparently now I don't know if Hive's worried about not having enough money, which doesn't make any sense to me. But now they're doing that, and I hope they don't do it for this when they come back. I'm gonna have words.
I may have paid a little bit more for it, but I still feel like I got the upper hand on Ticketmaster because I got those tickets when I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was like a glitch.
And, you know, I wonder if that glitch was why that drama was happening when we went to the Stray Kids concert.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know.
Nafis, so when we went to the concert, there was like so much drama happening at the front of us. It was almost kind of distracting from the show itself.
What happened?
Basically, I don't know how, but let's say we've had like 5 group of people throughout the show claiming they had the 2 seats in front of us.
They kept just rotating.
So we don't know who actually had those seats. Yeah, they just kept rotating. I think a group of people actually weren't supposed to be there. I feel like they had seats somewhere else and they just like seat hopped, which is another issue itself. But like there'd be people that kind of be like, hey, is this seat 8 and 9? And then they'd be like, oh, we have these seats also. But then they would just move down the aisle. I'm like, wait, if these are your seats, why are you guys just scooting down? Because you're taking other people's seats.
I feel like I believe the 2 girls at the very end. Because, like, I don't know about there was like a mom and like a little kid sitting there and she refused to get up. And she sat there the rest of the show once she had found, like, there were like 3 sets of people that's rotated and then her. And she stayed, like, she wouldn't move. But the 2 girls at the end that were like, oh, this is our seat. I saw her go onto her Ticketmaster app and like get her
Double
tickets.
check.
I'm like, there's no way that you could fake that. Where the mom just had a screenshot of a ticket. Like it wasn't even a ticket. It was like an email with the information in it. But I saw her open her Ticketmaster app, go to her tickets at like her events, and the tickets popped up with the barcodes and everything. And I'm like, that you can't fake going on to the Ticketmaster app. So like she legitimately looked like those were her seats.
Because those last 2 girls, they actually got the ushers.
I started to panic though because I had gotten the tickets like, so there was like they have something similar to like the Army membership that you have to buy in order to get like in the pre-sale. And I was just like looking at the map for the tickets and like it was like had a countdown for like when the live sale would go for the general public. And I was just looking and I kept clicking on like the seats that I wanted and it let me through and I was able to purchase them a day early. So I was panicking the whole time thinking that maybe I glitched and like those seats got sold again because it was a glitch that I was able to get them. But it never happened. Nobody needed our seats or was claiming that they were ours. It was just the 2 in front of us.
Oh, see, I knew there was a glitch for you, but I didn't know it was during the fan pre-sale. So you're able to get them during their fan pre-sale?
I believe so.
Wow.
Because remember when you told me that it was like that certain date, and then I was like, it's not letting me in. It says I need this membership to be let in. And you're like, oh, it was the member, like the pre-sale, not the general public. So I was just clicking on seats and like my screen was like glitching the whole time and I managed to hit confirm and buy them. So I feel slightly bad about that, but not too bad because we got really good seats.
Yeah.
And they were expensive. Like I think they were about $350 each.
Yeah, they were. That's why I said they were dynamic pricing. When you showed me your phone when you were scanning them, I saw at the top it said platinum like pricing, which means dynamic pricing. So I was like, oh.
So I paid a little bit more, but I feel like it was worth it because we only did 1 day versus like 2 days of like BTS concerts, which was very expensive.
Not as expensive as it is now. Like I think back on it and like I was able to get us resale floor seats for $600, when nowadays $600 is just for one ticket before tax. So it was expensive back then, but not like how it is now.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Inflation for you.
Inflation and just like price gouging. It's really price gouging at this point. It's taking advantage of fans that want to see these artists. It's more than inflation. They're
definitely taking advantage of these people who are they just really want to go to these shows, and they're like, we know you'll pay any price possible to see your idols. So,
and especially with K-pop, I feel like they're more gullible for that, for the way it's marketed. It's easier to get fans to spend anything. So yeah, it's terrible. I also saw Plus thinking of that too, because I saw a TikTok the other day about how someone bought tickets off of Ticketmaster, kind of like the same thing we were witnessing at the Stray Kids. I don't remember which concert she was at. I think it was at Yoongi's concert. And then a family came up and they thought they had the same tickets, but they bought theirs from StubHub and they didn't have the barcode. So now it's also that too, like buying the same seats off of the third party.
Right. And that could have been the issue, because like the one lady, because it was very distracting, and I was looking at them and their phones when they were trying to show things. Yeah. And the lady literally just had what looked to be like a typed email with its seats on them. So
how did they resolve the problem then? Like the seating thing?
I think they just moved the girls to a new seat. A lot of people were jumping to because we were in the third row at the lower section. Because, there was floor and then there's the 100 sections. We were in the 100 sections in row 3. All the drama was happening in row 2. And for some reason, there was no one in row 1. That whole row was empty. So people that were seat hopping were moving to row 1. But when those last 2 girls got the ushers, they made them leave. So I don't know where they took those people, if they took them to their actual seats or not. But that row was empty. And then the mother and the little girl, who had to have been no older than 10, were the actual people. Since they got there, they just stayed there the whole time. Yeah, I know they left a little bit early too, but yeah.
That must have been so irritating.
Yeah, she said she had another, I think, daughter or someone. They were seated somewhere else. Yeah. It was wild. I was a little distracted from it because I was I'm trying to watch the show, even though.
Yeah, I kept trying to tell myself, I'm just focus, don't worry about it. But and then they were standing in front of us.
But I mean, it's in your face.
Exactly. It was literally right in front of us.
Yeah, that was the only really thing that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, we couldn't help that though.
It wasn't happening the whole time, but it happened enough to where I was like, oh my goodness.
I still enjoyed it though. It was
a really good show. They do a good job.
I think that's it pretty much. I've been speaking of stuff, I've been buying a lot of stuff from Weverse, and I really need to stop because I also have another gripe for Weverse. I have a gripe with Hiii and Weverse, but I'm not getting into that, especially tonight. It's late. It's way too late. But I got my physical copies of Jimin's album because we haven't talked about Jimin's album. Also, that could be saved for another day. It's great. Love it. Favorite song is Face Off. And then Yoongi's album that just dropped. Got my physicals for those. And then for Jin also, I finally got my stupid, he had, I don't know if you guys know this, but he did a whole collection of this new space character before he went off to the military. And there was a doll for it. So I ordered that back in December. I just got it today.
Wow.
Yes.
Jeez.
Back ordered quite significantly.
Listen, I don't know what happened, but I got it, and that's all that matters.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't just take your money.
Oh, no, something would have been done. If an established company like that just taking my money, no.
Yeah.
I usually don't harass people about stuff I buy, but I would have. That shit's is not cheap.
Reasonably so, yeah. Yeah.
Especially with shipping.
Right. You would think that they would have some sort of thing for international shipping, considering the majority are international fans.
Even the separate thing they have just for US, the shipping's still terrible. And I guess it's gotten worse because they switched shipping companies. So with my last 2 deliveries, I didn't know when they were coming because what was it called? DHL they used to use. It was on top of it. It told me when things were packaged, when it was shipping, how far away it is.
DHL is good, yeah.
Yeah, but now they use UPS and it's it tells me when it ships and then it appears at my door.
Yeah.
So it's seriously.
I had that happen a lot too, yeah.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, everything's in boxes now, so I'll give you guys a virtual tour when I actually move. Just Macy and Nafis, not y'all, sorry.
Yeah. That would be weird.
Exactly. Okay, y'all, this is Simone coming in with a PSA. I am so sorry if the audio sounds shitty. Just like I said in the episode, I am recently moving. I actually just moved. And apparently, sometimes when you move, you lose things. So I can't find my adapter for the microphone I use into my laptop. Yeah, I am always that one person that loses something when I'm moving. But anyway, that doesn't matter. The real reason I'm coming in is just because at the time I'm recording this, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. I don't usually talk about rumors. I try not to not spread misinformation. I have to just address this Taeyang and Jenny thing just real quick. Now, I don't remember specifically what episode it was because I didn't say their names, but there is a specific episode me and Macy do where I said I don't care who is dating who, and I was talking about Jenny and Tay at that time. It's been rumored for about a year now, and now these pictures are coming out of them in pairs, pictures and videos. First of all, I'm just more worried, especially lately in this new year, about their privacy being invaded. First, we had Namjoon with his information leaked at the train. Jin constantly in the military, and something else happened in the military. I guess some nurse, not from his division, went to his division unauthorized to give him a vaccine. Listen, honestly, we have the forever stalkers that be following them when they're on tour, knowing what hotels they be staying at, knowing which room numbers, their phone numbers. When J-Hope was in Chicago, his phone was ringing multiple times. I'm hearing there's a Sasang that was following Yoongi and probably still is on his tour and has been to every show at Barricade. And poor Jungkook. I can't even get into Jungkook. Like, the dumb shit y'all be doing to that poor man. I'm just surprised he has not gone more insane. And then now leaving food at his place? I have not been into K-pop long, but I've done my research and history on just the extremes these Sasangs will go and so-called fans just to be around idols and doing dangerous things to them if they do stuff that doesn't fit their imagination, like their little whatever they think they are in their head. So that terrified me to my core. I really wish there was better protective laws for them. Again, someone tweeted this and I agree. I think when it comes to Korea, they don't know how to handle BTS's fame because they've never had celebrities on a fame level this globalized before. And now that they have to go to the military where there's less protection, they don't know what to do. Again, I know this is something every male has to do there. Let me just stop talking now because if I say more, I feel like I'm getting to a political side, and that's not what I want to do. Again, always praying for their mental and physical health. Back to Tay and Jenny. I just have to laugh, okay? I'm sorry. Oh my God. See, this is why I don't want to do it. I may sound cruel, I may sound bitch like right now. I don't fucking care. All of the memes I have been seeing have been hilarious. The ones who are like me and really just do not give a fuck. The ones who are like, hey, they're human. They're allowed to date. And also, these are men in their late 20s to early 30s. Why do people care so much? It's just funny. I just have to laugh. I have to laugh. There's this one meme that's going on specifically. I don't remember what interview it was for, but I think it's of Taeyang and Jimin. And for some reason, they're like mad at each other, but they're still holding hands. And they have like the most stank face ever. And it's, I think Tay is supposed to be Army, and then Jimin's supposed to be Blinks, and is talking about them like coming together. That's been funny. A lot of references to Will Ferrell's movie Step Brothers. I've been over here having a good time. Now, if you listen to our show, you guys know we like most groups. We even did a Blackpink episode. I like Blackpink. I'm not going to sit here and act delusional, be like, I was shipping them together. And people are still like, if this is real or not real, I don't know anymore. I'm not questioning it. Again, I don't care. What is little old me in this hellish state I call Florida going to do about men all the way on the other side of the world in Korea going to do about it? It's just, listen, I commented this on someone's TikTok that I follow and like and respect. Chapter 2 is doing what Chapter 2 was supposed to do. It is cleansing. It is giving this cleanse that this fandom has needed for the past couple years. Okay? She's doing the damn thing. And I'm so happy. I've been enjoying watching this flame happen. Not the ones that are being like outright rude and ridiculous and racist and threatening, but just the ones that are cheeky and some of the ones who are crying about it. I'm sorry. Like, again, call me a bitch if you want, but I've just been laughing at it. It's funny to me. Okay? It's funny to me. And I've said this before. We just need to get to a point where we let idols date. I was hoping Kiana and Dawn would be the start of a new era, but you know, change happens slowly. Maybe Tay and Jenny can get to that point because of where they are, their status. I mean, this is not the olden days of K-pop anymore, where idols had to apologize for dating someone and then be kicked out of their group. Now, sadly, some of them are still apologizing for doing human things. Like I know Bobby from Icon, when he got married and had a child, he had to write out a statement, an apology letter. Chen did from XO. Like, I just want to get a point to where they don't have to write an apology letter. They can just be like, this is my life. You can be a fan if you want to. If not, bye. Because like, seriously, what are they going to do? You really think Hiii and YG are going to kick out Taeyong and Jenny? Let me repeat that. Y'all think those companies are stupid enough to kick them out? Y'all think there's an uproar now. Imagine if that would have happened. Hell would freeze over if they tried to kick at least V from BTS out. That man has too much power at this point. He has way too much money. That will never happen. So yeah, all of this to say, this was very long. I'm sorry, guys. Mind your business. Leave people alone. They're still human at the end of the day. And it's always funny because I think people forget, just because BTS are at this level of fame, honestly, they do an excellent job of keeping what they want private. That's another thing that I respect about them. So I'ma still be here after military. Maybe I'll have a closer chance of getting, closer and better seats at the next concert, the next group concert. But then Hiii needs to stop playing with us and stop doing this dynamic pricing. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. Congrats to the couple, or if not, your private girlfriends, people you're seeing, all that good stuff. Love BTS. Leave them alone. And let's get back to the show.
On a different note, though, apparently last week, the World Health Organization officially confirmed that we are at the end of the pandemic.
It ended yesterday on the 11th.
Was it yesterday or was it last week?
Well, in the U.S., it stopped being an official emergency on the 11th. That I know because I had to know for the insurance and all that, because things change where you can't claim it on your insurance anymore. I don't know how I feel about that because I'm pretty sure people are still catching COVID. But
it's just not as much anymore, which is interesting because I've been telling my kids, because they always ask me Miss H, why do you wear a mask? I'm like, until they come on the news and say we're no longer in a pandemic, I'm wearing my mask.
So are you going to keep wearing a mask then?
I'm going to keep wearing my mask. Okay. No. But now I can't use that excuse anymore. It's just I'm wearing it just for, just to be on the safe side.
And you know what? Throughout this whole thing, what I always say to myself, why does it bother you so much if you wear a mask? I never understood that since this whole thing started. Why were people so pressed that other people were taking precautions for themselves?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I can understand them not wearing it because people just don't like to be told what to do. But exactly. I don't understand why other people wearing it has anything to do with you. So.
I don't know. I don't know.
People are interesting.
Yeah. This is really
They probably see it as an infringement of freedom or something like that. I don't know.
They got a messed up way of freedom here. But
yeah, you can have your own opinion on like having to wear one yourself, but it's just the need to insert yourself into other people's
everything,
business is mind-boggling to me.
like when Roe versus Wade got overturned, I was like, that's another example on the more extreme, but it's not your body that's getting these abortions. Why do you care so much?
I still have not processed that actually had happened. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that happened, and you know, more mass shootings are happening. So, welcome to America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about something else so we don't end on a negative note, because I always end up trying not to. Anything real quick. We already talked about some K-pop. Oh, hopefully if Jungkook and Taeyong release solo albums this year, we can do our end of the year game on their solo releases.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. But that's up to them. And knowing those two, well, we'll just see. I'll just say we'll see. I'm not expecting anything. I will accept it when it comes here, when I see the official announcement.
Right. Jungkook being a freaking Calvin Klein model.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
Did you see my TikTok about that, Macy?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, did you know that, Nafis? I'm a TikToker now, apparently.
Really? No, I didn't.
I've been making some little videos, you know. It's not that special. I just hit 100 followers today, so
100 followers?
Yeah, I don't post that much, but
that's still good though.
Thank you. I mean, compared to most people who be having 1K plus, but it's a start.
It is a start. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I guess I'll post my TikTok more in the comments in case people want to follow me. I do mostly talk about BTS, but hey, that's what I like. If you don't like it, just don't follow me.
Okay.
I guess I don't know if we'll ever get those underwear pictures. I was kind of waiting for them, but you know, maybe not.
What more pictures you said?
Underwear pictures? It's Calvin Klein.
I don't know if they'll go that far. I think it's far enough that he doesn't have a shirt on that's sticking out of his pants, but who knows?
I still want them, but it's not about me. But he's already going through enough, so it's fine.
Yeah.
What is he going through?
A lot of stalking problems.
Really?
Someone sent food to his apartment the other day.
Oh, so that's why he posted that on Instagram.
Yeah. He doesn't have an Instagram anymore. He deleted it. That's a fan page, yeah. Oh, he's been deactivated that Instagram. All he uses is Weverse. So if you're following his old account, like that username he used to have as a fan account, the only members that have Instagrams now are Namjoon, Jin, J-Hope, Suga, Jimin, and Tae.
So everyone but him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what? So why did he deactivate his?
I mean, I don't know. He just said he doesn't use it, so he didn't want it anymore. It's interesting to be a star his caliber and then not be on social media like that. I mean, I give that respect.
Yeah.
I debate about deleting that app every other day. I really don't use it.
Instagram?
Yeah.
I don't use it very much, but every once in a while, it's nice to just scroll through and catch up on things.
I scroll through all the time.
Family's
always
doing,
and
friends are doing. So it's like, just because I don't post a lot, I don't know. I like it for the maybe once a month I check
maybe
it.
like you guys said, close friends like you guys who don't post as much either, or like family. But I mean, if I need to catch up on anything, I just go on Twitter, which is also becoming, I mean, it's always been a shit show.
Twitter.
I know, and it's getting worse, and I definitely have backed off from that a little bit, especially
he's stepping down though. Elon Musk.
Yes, so we'll see how those changes happen. So it's not going to be gone, but
but he'll be in a different role. But yeah,
and
still
now
there.
I use TikTok, so which I never thought I would. If y'all remember, I refuse. I know I kept saying I refuse to download it.
That is an app I spend way too much time on.
Yeah, no, I'm on Instagram a lot, but I don't post much. I just go through other people's things. I follow pages a lot.
You're a lurker.
Yeah. But most of it is financial advice or just life advice type pages.
Yeah, I just watch cute grooming videos. So
pet grooming videos, right?
Yeah, that's,
you have to specify.
Out of context, that's weird, but it's not when you know my profession.
Hey, you have to specify. especially in the world of AI where your voice can be replicated.
Oh my God, let's not talk about AI. I need more people to be scared of AI than they really are. I remember seeing a news article, them talking about how it's affecting the music industry because, you know, and I've seen some videos too of like, well, they'll have like Drake or like Ariana Grande be singing songs they never sung before.
Speaking of which, I just heard earlier today, like, what song was it? It was Starboy and Diamond sung by Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung.
See,
But
and
it's like AI replicating their voices, and it was like weird.
that terrifies me. Also, I know because I passed by, I think Drake singing a New Jeans song, the OMG one, and Ariana Grande singing a BTS one. I don't remember the Korean everything, but that's also so dangerous because you could have people say things they never said, especially with the songs like BTS. They're not black, and like I've come across AI videos of them singing rap songs saying the N-word.
It cuts out the N-word, though. It cuts out the N-word for them.
Some of them,
at least in the versions I heard. In the versions I've heard.
Not the versions I heard.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. So
you always somehow find the worst versions of things.
I don't know why. That's why I need to stay offline.
Yeah. But it was so weird because like the voices were like somewhat accurate, but I know it wasn't them because the pronunciation was like sharp in a way. Like it didn't sound like a foreigner saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But now they're also trying to threaten using AI for like TVs and movies since the writer strikes happened. Remember how I talked about that in the feast, how it was possibly happening? Well, it's happening. Yeah. It's been happening for almost 2 weeks now. So, and I saw like one of the things where like the writers, their not demands, but just like their request, and then the company's coming back. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much writers do not get paid. It's insane. I make more than them. Some of them have to get jobs like mine or like grocery stores, like retail. It's crazy. Pay these people their fucking money, okay? It's ridiculous.
I don't know how they can pay them so little when they wouldn't have the material without them.
The script is literally the movie. You would not have a movie without the script. It's just like anything. It's really just big corporations.
Yeah.
And I said in a TikTok, I'm like, sometimes I just have to applaud Hollywood with their audacity of the way they just marketed, making everyone think that everyone that works in that industry is rich when that's not true at all. Because the way some people have been fighting, like saying why the writers are on strike, don't they make enough money and stuff? I'm like, oh, Hollywood has bamboozled all of you.
That's interesting because like in India, like for Bollywood, like India is a third world country, but at least like if actors wanted to work in like a high profile movie, they're going to check who's the writer. They're going to check who's the director more so like than who's like acting with them. So like there's a little bit more respect there. But it's obviously not as much as like an actor. So if you have like high profile actors, they definitely get paid more than like the lyricist or the writer, which is like crazy, I guess. Because they wouldn't know how to act if they didn't have all that other material and things, you know?
Exactly.
Or direction.
And I didn't realize I followed so many like writers on Twitter, or maybe just because the new algorithm, I don't have to follow them. But even I didn't know, like for TV shows, the writers are still in the process of like the filming in case they have to do last minute rewrites right then and there while they're filming. Like if someone's saying a line and delivery's just not hitting, and they'll cut it, and the writers will have to like write something out right then and there for them to again, it's just crazy. I didn't realize how involved they were even after the actual writing process happened.
Yeah.
Again, pay these people their money. Pay all of us his money. I'm tired of this capitalist society.
Right. Actors don't need to be paid that much.
Or directors. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, again, it just shocks me, like, the way the money is distributed, and it's not really distributed to the right type of people. Let's not even talk about animation. Because if y'all think writers...
Animation is worse, if anything.
Yeah. Slave labor, literally. They get paid dust. That industry is already disrespected enough, which I don't understand how. But this is someone who used to want to be an animator, who loves drawing.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be considered like graphic design, though? Graphic design animation? Well, I guess it'll be a little bit different.
Those are two separate things, yeah, because graphic design is more like still art, even though it's digital, where animation It goes a lot more into that, I believe, even if it's like hand-drawn animation or computer graphic animation.
So the one for video games, what is that one?
I mean, it's not graphic design, it's still animation.
So animation. Yeah, because I used to see a lot of commercials for like, hey, do you want to design video games? Do you want like, that type of thing? Which is funny enough, I actually don't see those commercials anymore.
I mean, well, I suppose it's like multiple groups though, because like you can design a game without being an animator. You need animators to bring your designs to life.
Yeah.
That could be it too.
It's just a lot of people with a lot of jobs that teamwork. But again, it's not fair if not everyone's getting paid equally. And all the money's going to CEOs who don't have anything to do with the process of making these things.
Mm-hmm. That's like the same thing with like construction. Construction workers get paid pennies on the dollar, and then everyone else gets paid more.
Yeah. For directing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a sad world we live in, guys.
The injustices will never end.
I'm trying to figure out what extreme would happen for it to end, but we already went through COVID, so I don't even know anymore at this point.
But, with COVID, though, a lot has been brought to light.
It's been brought to light, but has anything changed?
Mm.
Exactly.
I mean, that's one step forward, though, right?
Yeah, acknowledge it, but what's the point of acknowledging it if you're just going to ignore it?
Yeah. Delusion.
There's a lot of things we acknowledge, but we're not actually doing anything to change it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, anyway, see.
We ended on a depressing note again. I don't know.
Depressing.
Keep trying not to do this. Anything else? We will leave this time, but any new shows, I know we just talked about the writer's strike, but is anyone watching anything? Any K-dramas? Nafis, are you taking those Korean classes or no?
Am I taking Korean classes? No.
Oh, you didn't sign up for them?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm doing the Zoom ones.
Oh, you are? How are they going?
Good. I'm doing the one on Wednesday, which is like beginner too, so I still suck at speaking it.
Yeah.
But I just need to keep practicing.
I feel like I forgot everything, honestly.
That's why I'm doing beginner too.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do in person. I was actually just going to attend that first Saturday, but then I woke up at like 12. I'm like, there's no way.
What are you talking about? Doesn't it start tomorrow? Isn't the first class in person tomorrow?
I thought it started the first week of May. It didn't?
I don't think so. I think it starts tomorrow. You would have had to pay though, but I don't know if you can show up and pay.
Let me see. Well, I mean, you just make a donation, right?
Well, it's not a donation anymore. They changed it. Now you actually pay for the classes.
Ooh, really?
You haven't taken the classes in a while. It stopped being donations for a very long time.
Seriously?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm going to verify.
At least a year.
A year?
Yes, the fees.
Oh, wow. That's good, though. That's good.
It is good. I'm glad to be able to contribute. They do a lot, and they still don't ask for much. They did raise the price, but it's only $20.
Yeah, which is still really, really good.
Exactly.
What are they called again?
I don't know. Should I say it on the podcast or?
Hold on. Let me see if I can just find it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's what's the first word? Is it Orlando Korean Culture Center?
Found them.
Because I think the last day to register was like Wednesday.
Probably.
You're just gonna have to try to catch them next time. Hey, maybe with my new job schedule, I can actually start going back in person as well. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is May 13th through June 3rd.
Yeah.
Let me see. Their Google form is still open.
That's up to you.
So interesting.
I mean, I'm already taking the classes, but like I said, I'm doing the Zoom, so.
Oh, you have to pay through Venmo. I've had issues with Venmo. We'll see.
Okay, but anyway, I guess we should probably go ahead and head out. I think we've ran out of topics to talk about. Not ran out of topics.
I think it's just that, like, it's really late. That's why.
Yes, and we haven't done this in a while, but we just caught up. Again, to let people know we're still here. We're still making episodes. Mm-hmm. We're not gone yet. You can't get rid of us that quickly.
Yeah.
Someday, just not today.
Just not today, yeah. But yes, we'll be back with more interesting things.
Yes, more with the K-pop game, more with TV and movie reviews. Our Glory ones have done pretty well. People seem to like those, so that's good. I
really enjoyed those. I think that might have been my favorite episodes to film. Like my favorite show we've talked about.
Yeah, it was good. So hopefully we can find more.
I honestly was not expecting He's in a new drama now, actually. The
He
Good
is.
Bad Mother.
Oh, did you also know that he is
They're dating.
Yes, he's dating the bully. I forgot her name already. And it's funny because I feel like in that episode I have made a joke where like I said they would never get together, and then they get together in real life.
In real life, yeah.
They're cute though. And I saw they had like a major award show that some of the cast like won stuff in, and then I think she won something for like best supporting actress, and she like thanked him in her speech. I'm like, oh, this is adorable.
Yeah.
I wish this was more open in the K-pop industry, but again, we don't have more time to get into that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, he's in that new drama, The Good Bad Mother. So I'm just waiting for all the episodes to come out before I start that.
I had to take a break after we finished The Glory just because I was going through some stuff and it was just really dark. So I just finished, but I was actually watching Modern Family. I needed something light. And I actually never seen Modern Family before. It was cute.
Modern Family's funny.
Yeah. So now I just got to
Phil
try to find
irritates
something.
me so much.
Who?
Phil.
I actually like Phil.
I can't like.
He was actually one of the only characters that actually made me laugh. Him, Sophia's character.
Whenever Gloria comes into the picture, the way he just, I don't like how he interacts or like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he's just so ridiculous about her. Like,
have you watched the full series? Because it's not like that for too long.
I don't know. I saw enough to be disgusted. I was just like, okay.
I mean, he stops around like 3 or 4, but you got to remember they started in 2009. Comedy was different back then. So
you're right. A lot of things were different back then.
Exactly. And you can see it change since they just ended in like 2020 before the pandemic started. So. Mm-hmm. It was still good, though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you finished like all of it?
Yeah, all of it's on Hulu, so I just watched. That's what I've been doing these past 2 months. I haven't really been watching anything. If I watched something, it was just Modern Family. So now I got to find something new to watch.
Do you watch Grey's Anatomy or no?
No, and Precious tried to get me into that, and I just can't. I don't care. I don't care about... No. That stuff doesn't entertain me.
Honestly,
that's too dramatic for me.
I like medical dramas, but whoa, Grey's Anatomy is just like too dramatic. So I watched it till season 3, and then I'm just like, this is too much for me, and I just stopped. And apparently, like they're still going. I don't know.
Yeah, they're still going. It's like season 20, I think.
Medical shows. I was just gonna say, I'm not really into medical shows, but we've been rewatching Bones. Because
Bones. I heard Bones was pretty good too.
It's very good.
I've seen a few episodes here and there when it comes on TV. So
we started from the beginning. We're on season 6, just the end of it. I'll start in season 7. And then her favorite show is Doctor Who. So I've been going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's a popular one. That's a British show, right?
Hmm?
Isn't that a British show?
It is, yeah.
That's also been on forever.
Yeah, we're watching new Doctor Who. So there's like 10 seasons of like old Doctor Who that like we didn't start all the way from the beginning because it's very old. We started the new one, so I think there's 10 seasons of that as well.
I've never seen Doctor Who.
It's pretty good.
I've always heard of it. I just never watched it either. I don't even know where to watch it here, but I don't know if I would like it.
I think it's on... I want to say it's on Hulu.
Doctor Who? I've never seen it on Hulu.
It's on one of them. Maybe it's Prime. I'm not really sure. We've been watching it on some kind of service. So
I've also been very behind on my anime. Like, I think the last anime I watched was when the new season of My Hero Academia was playing. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I want to rewatch that from the beginning because it's been so long since I've seen it that I like need to refresh myself. But we have like a notes list on her phone of things that we want to force each other to watch. So we'll get to, our next thing is Avatar because she's never seen it, and that's just a shame, crying shame.
I don't know if I can trust you if you're part of my generation and has never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Right? I'm like, where have you been?
Right. Exactly. So, what have you been doing with your childhood?
That is a critical part of life.
Are you even a good person if you've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? Did you learn your morals?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's next.
I'm so excited because they're making a whole universe for that, and the like newest thing that's going to come out is a movie when they're like in their early 20s, I think.
Oh,
that's
It's
nice.
like slated for like 2024, 2025. I'm so excited for that.
That'll be good.
It will be.
They're still gonna milk that series.
That's the only series I'm okay with milking it, as long as they don't change the topic of it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna come back to it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I don't know what the kids are watching nowadays.
Rick and Morty.
Nothing of real
Kids,
value.
the feast. I said kids. No child should be watching Rick and Morty. If they are, I'm slapping their parents. Because why are you letting a child watch that?
Right.
Just because it's in cartoon format doesn't mean it's acceptable for children.
Look,
Exactly.
children know, and they're exposed to a lot more than we have been.
I also read a study, especially in America, that the reason they make adult animation, which shouldn't go into like the story itself, but the reason they make them look weird like that is to try to differentiate between animation for children and animation for adults. Which I don't know how I feel about that, because adult animation could be a lot better, which is probably why I watch Japanese anime, because they're actually stories and not just gruesome, gross, sexist TV shows, just animation form. But
yeah.
and I still watch them. I watch American Dad. I watch Family Guy.
Family Guy is like a classic, though, for Americans, I guess.
Yeah. That and The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Which I've actually never watched The Simpsons.
I think I've watched like one episode.
I've seen an episode here and there, but I have not watched it in full.
Nothing. Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I don't remember if I tried, and I just couldn't get into it.
Those are those things that like you don't have to watch, but like enough people around you have watched it, so you don't like need to watch it. That type of situation.
I feel that way about the Titanic. I know everything.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen the Titanic either.
Yeah,
but I know the story.
Watched the movie in one setting.
I remember it came on TV, and I think I tried to watch it, and then I changed the channel, and then I went back to it. I'm like, damn, this is still on, because I didn't realize that movie was 3 hours, even though movies nowadays are about that length. But
I mean, the length doesn't bother me, because like Indian movies are like 3 hours. So
we went and saw the new Mario movie the other day.
How was that? Because I know I had some mixed reviews about Chris Pratt playing Mario.
I thought it was cute. I'm not that pressed about like how he sounds. I think some people didn't really like his accent. I couldn't really tell that with Chris Pratt. Like I wasn't like seeing his face in my head when he was speaking.
That's good.
I love Jack Black as Bowser though. So funny. So I thought it was cute. I don't have any complaints.
The Little Mermaid's coming out soon, and I kind of want to see that.
That hasn't come out yet?
No.
Oh.
That was one of the trailers that played for that movie. I'm like,
so all that fuss was for the trailer?
I mean, it's for the movie itself, because she's in the movie. So
I know.
Just the trailer.
They're not complaining about the movie yet. They only were fussing.
I think they did enough complaining. We'll see when the movie actually drops. Maybe they'll get a new rise of complaints, but
I don't know. Lately, Disney has not been doing too great with their live actions, so we'll see.
I don't think they ever have, in my unpopular opinion. I never understood the point of live actions.
I saw the one for Mulan, and I was just so extremely disappointed.
I heard that one's disappointed, or that one's really bad.
I thought it was okay.
I haven't seen that one.
If they had presented that as its own movie without any reference to Mulan, it was fine as its own standalone movie. But the fact that they made it Mulan, like a live action Mulan, like, no, it was just not good. On its own, like, if it was just a random movie, it was fine. But, like, they were trying to go back to Mulan, did not work.
There weren't very many parallels with the actual animated film, where I don't know. The thing that I don't like about animated movies with animals involved, like The Little Mermaid, is that the animals just look like real animals.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it just looks odd to see, like, Sebastian with the two, like, Mr. Crab eyes, like, on an actual crab. I'm like, I don't like this. I like
Yeah.
the animated version better.
I mean, it's live action. What do people want? I mean, I remember that being a complaint with The Lion King, I think.
yeah.
So
It's just the CGI animals don't emote like cartoons do.
Mhm.
So I feel like it just looks odd. I don't know. I hated the animation on Lady and the Tramp. Have you seen that live action?
No.
I didn't even know there was a live action for Lady and the
neither.
Tramp.
Yes, I've seen it and it's creepy. I don't like how they've done the CGI in those movies. But I mean, it's good.
I'm gonna just say
CGI.
The Jungle Book was the best, and they should have stopped after that.
I liked The Jungle Book. I did not like The Lion King, and I did not like Lady and the Tramp.
Mm.
And I have a feeling that the like animal sidekicks in Little Mermaid is gonna be just weird. Like, but we'll see.
Yeah. I did see Sebastian singing Under the Sea, and it just wasn't the same. Whoever the actor was, I don't know. His singing was kind of like nothing to him because I have no idea who he is, but it seemed flat. Because like we were saying, less animated compared to the animated movie.
That's how I kind of felt about the live action Aladdin. I love Will Smith.
I still haven't seen that either.
I love him.
Me neither.
But he's not a singer.
Will Smith?
Yeah. He's a great actor, funny guy. But
I don't know how I feel about him.
He did come up as a rapper also, so
yeah.
I've never heard him sing.
He's trying to sing in that movie, and I just feel like it falls flat. I didn't think the male lead was that good of a singer either.
I didn't like
girl
Aladdin.
Who plays Jasmine has a very beautiful voice, but I didn't think Aladdin did a very good singing job, and I don't think Will Smith did a very good job.
I feel like she was in other Disney stuff too, to where she had to sing.
I have a problem with Aladdin because they're supposed to be Arabian, but their whole fit and everything is Indian. Like, what are you doing?
It's called having white people behind the scenes, not knowing the difference.
Right. And like their dance moves were very, very generic. It's like,
I noticed that. I'm like, why are we like, it was like b-boy dancing.
right. And I'm like,
that doesn't fit the theme of the historical value of this movie. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just odd.
Aladdin is from Arabia, not from India.
It seemed out of place. I thought the acting was okay, and I thought, I mean, nobody's going to compare to Robin Williams, the genie. Like, it's just, he's the genie. So I thought Will Smith did a good job playing him and his, like, sharp, like, quick delivery of, like, his lines. But I didn't like the singing. And I don't know.
That was really my only issue with that movie, but otherwise it was decent enough. But I don't know, Mulan really disappointed me because I had high hopes for Mulan.
I mean, because they didn't sing in that too, right? That was one of the ones where they tried to make it more serious.
Oh, right. They didn't sing in that too. It was serious. It was
supposed to be like serious historical representation of like her character, but I liked it as, like you said, it's like a standalone movie, but I didn't think that there were nearly enough parallels to the actual movie to be like a live action remake. For me, it was like a different spin on Mulan.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
the actress did a good job though. She's very, very pretty. Her English was very good. I heard she worked on that, but yeah, she did fine. But like overall,
it was a very pretty movie. I liked the cinematography. Anyhow,
well, I'm ready to wrap up. I don't know about you guys.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm also still not finished taking out my hair, so I kind of need to try to finish doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So
what time is it?
It's like 10:30 for you guys.
Wow.
I know Macy needs to work. I don't know what Nafis is doing.
I need to sleep.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Look out for us in the future. When? I don't know, but again, guys, we're not consistent.
Yeah, we'll get there when
we tried. Exactly.
Thank you for sticking around.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll be back with K-pop games, movie reviews. Maybe we'll do a movie review next, because I don't know what the next group me and Macy were going to do.
Icon?
Oh, we said Icon? Okay, so then I guess
decided
Icon.
on that.
Okay.
I need to go. I haven't even looked at the albums I want to do yet.
That's fine.
So
look out for those and much more and many more. And yes. Who wants to do the closing, guys? We always fight about this.
I know.
I guess I will. I did the opening and the
socials.
closing. So yes, thank you for listening to us. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. That's also been Dusty. But I'll try to get back onto that since we're back to this at I Was Thinking Pod. You can email us with any questions, topics. I forgot the third thing at iwasthinkingpod@gmail.com.
I always say concerns. I don't know why you would have that many concerns about us.
We don't care about your concerns, not to sound like that, but healthy criticism, yes. You're just complaining just to be a hater, no.
I mean, we haven't had any so far, so I think we're okay.
No, we don't usually get a lot of interaction, so I know people are listening because of the stats, but no one actually reaches out to us.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also rate us on any platform that allows ratings. The highest ones is usually 5 stars, circles, apples, whatever they offer. But yeah. And then you can also follow me on TikTok at I don't even know my own handle, to be honest. What is my handle? I think it's just, it's Simonetta Says.
That's what my mom calls you.
Yes, that's why. That's why I put it like that.
I love that.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's been us, and we will see you next time, guys, because I want to go to bed. Wish me luck on my move.
Yes, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, bye.
Okay, bye.